Hi, we're now at the 5th video of this section, creating new application domains. In the previous video, we learned how to create new roles and user domains. In this video, we'll first create the Mojo files, and then policy interfaces. We'll also see how to generate skeleton application policy files. By default, Linux distributions come with many pre-packaged application domains. However, we will most likely come across situations where we need to build our own application policy, or include a custom policy that is offered through third-party means. Unlike users and roles, application domains usually have the file context-related information with them. Let's move on to create the mojo.asterisk files. The SELinux policy, which we're about to see, is for Mojo, an open-source Catalyst-based wiki. The code is pretty lightweight, and it's a relatively simple web application, infrastructure-wise. In it, we call the Apache Content Template method, which provides most of the necessary rules out of the box. So, we start by using the touch command as we did previously. vi mojo.te. Press I to insert the content to this file. And these are the lines that we add to our mojo.te file. We save and exit. Now, type cat mojo.te. So, you can see that the content is added to our file. This is not much different from the user domain module we created earlier. Obviously, there are a lot of different calls, but the method is the same. Let's look at the file context definition file, that is mojo.fc. Again, we use a touch command to create the new empty file. vi mojo.fc. We insert these contents to our file, save and quit. Now type the command cat mojo.fc. And here we have the output with the file contents. The first column is the same as we used with the semanage fcontext command. The -- in the first line tells the SELinux policy that the regular expression is only for a regular file. Again, just like we could do with semanage fcontext. The last column is again a reference policy macro. The macro generates the right context based on the target policy. If the target policy is MLS enabled, then the sensitivity level is also used S0. Otherwise it's dropped. Let's go ahead and discuss about creating policy interfaces. When we're building a policy for end-user applications, we'll eventually need to tell SELinux that existing and new roles and types are allowed to execute the new application. Although we can do this through standard SELinux rules, it's much more flexible to create an interface for this. Regular rules that refer to several types break the isolation provided by SELinux policy modules. Interfaces allow us to group rules coherently. As an example, let's look at the interfaces of the ZOS remote module, which is the ZOS remote.if file, which can be found in the contrib subdirectory of the path user share SELinux devel include for RHEL. Let me show you its contents, if we ignore the comments. We first create an empty file with the touch command with the name ZOS remote.if. vi ZOS remote.if. Press I to insert. So these are the policy rules that we add to our file. Click Enter, save and quit. Type the command cat ZOS remote.if. You can see that the contents have been added to the file. Before we move ahead, let's understand the interfaces provided by the interface file. So, the ZOS remote DOM trans allows a given domain to transition to the ZOS remote_t domain upon executing a file labeled ZOS remote exec t. Next one is ZOS remote run, which allows a given domain to transition to the ZOS remote t domain, but also ensures that ZOS remote t is allowed for the given role. Here the difference lies with the use. ZOS remote DOM trans will be used for transitions between applications, whereas ZOS remote run will be used for users and user roles. For instance, to allow our PostgreSQL user to run ZOS remote applications, we need to include the SELinux policy rule code in the pgsqladmin.te file. When building custom interface files, the interface file, such as mojo.if, needs to be available in either the current directory or an include subdirectory, in either the contrib location or the apps location. Otherwise, policies that would use the interfaces of the Mojo module will not be able to locate the interface's definitions. Finally, let's see how to generate skeleton application policy files. Similar to the user policy files, we can use SEPolgen to generate application-directed policies. In the case of Mojo, we can use the --CGI template. Here's how to do it. Type the command se policy-generate --CGI -n mojo/bin/mojo_fast cgi.pl. So here we've loaded the plugins and the files created. For applications, the SEPolicy-generate command requires the main command to be passed as an argument. This will be used to generate a simple file context, that is .fc file. Other supported application-related templates for SEPolicy-generate are listed here. Application to generate standard command-line application policies. dbus to generate dbus-managed applications. inetd to generate inetd operated system service domains or daemons. init to generate service domains or daemons. In this video, we saw how to create new application domains. In the next video, we'll learn to replace existing policies.